Okay, so this is a pretty historic day for Bitcoin. We came within spitting distance of $100,000, which is obviously a new all-time high, around like $98,500. We were literally talking about this yesterday, where I was talking about a line in the sand, where a big move was coming, and the big move came. So this is just a little fraction of the big move that could be coming. Now that we have confirmed outside of this trend line, which we're going to get into in this video, if you want the full analysis, obviously go over to the Drew_Wolfer YouTube channel, the one that's on the screen, and I will give you all of the highest level analysis over there and kind of let you know what's going on. But I have migrated all my content over there. So that is why I'm giving you kind of like a teaser video here of where Bitcoin could be going. I'm seeing, $120,000. There's a price target of 110 immediately. Then you've got the 120, 130, and then you have about $180,000 Bitcoin. And then from there, it's all the way up $250,000. Now, how much of this was actually MicroStrategy offering out, $2.6 billion worth of convertible notes so that they could buy $2.6 billion worth of Bitcoin? How much of it was NVIDIA giving positive earnings? We're about to find out. But there were some signs on the chart. And as I was talking about yesterday, there was an absolute line in the sand where it was like, hey, we're either going to hold this level and blast, and then hopefully come back and back test this level as a healthy market should, and then blast, right? Or we're going to fall from this level and we could potentially go back to somewhere in the 85, maybe even $81,000 range, which isn't off of the table if you do hit 100K because it is a psychological level. We'll see if we have the juice to hit 100K today. I actually just entered a short-term long position on a retest of this kind of like trend channel support line, and I'm good with averaging down all the way to about I think like 95, 94.5, something like that, to take a long position to ride it basically all the way up to about 101,000 to that psychological level where you've heard a lot of people on the internet saying, I'm not selling until we hit 100K. Well, we're about to hit it. So hopefully, we will maybe hit that today and you can take a nice like short-term scalp trade on it. So let's just go ahead and get straight into the charts. So don't tell me I didn't, or don't tell me I didn't tell you because I told you yesterday about this potential brewing move. And also I'm telling you today, we're going to go ahead and do all the high level TA and I've got the chart cleaned off so that we can just do it all together. So first thing I want to go is to the 1 day chart and show you the thing that we need to do first, okay? So let's zoom in on the daily chart and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about, okay? Because there's a line in the sand that we just broke, and if you watched my video yesterday, you know exactly which line I'm talking about, but it is this trend line right here, okay? We broke that today, okay? So we need to literally technically we kind of broke it yesterday, but it's really, really close, okay? So what I'm saying is like you can see like if we zoom so far in, you can see we barely broke it yesterday. So technically if we close a confirmed candle above this, did we break it? Yeah, I would be more comfortable with this being the confirm or the breakout candle and then the confirmation candle coming after this and then a potential retest of this line. Like I said, down to about $94,500 is where I'm good with DCAing in. And then obviously I would be setting my stop loss somewhere in this realm or even, a little bit further down, maybe down here in the $92,000 range, 92.6, 92.8. There's a pretty decent sized level of support there. And for the risk to reward on that it's pretty substantial. So I would be okay with that. But I want to go to the hourly chart and show you exactly what's happening and how we called this level out yesterday. Like literally I called it out like right here. It was like, hey, if we hold this level, it's looking like good news for Bitcoin. If we don't hold this level, it's looking like, maybe 85, 81,000 for Bitcoin. Luckily we held the level. We did confirm above it right here. This was the breakout candle. We confirmed above it here. And I even said in my video yesterday, we confirmed going above this level, like right here and right here. And I was like, hey, we could go right back under this level. This could be like basically the institution's faking you out. They did. They faked us out. And then we had to come right back up. We confirmed above the level here. And then this is the confirmation candle where we were like, okay, we're going up. And then we got the all-time high right here at about 98,370, something like that. So we came within spitting distance, $1,700 of 100K, and that's a massive, massive psychological level. But I want to bring another thing to your attention. Okay. So we're going to do just like the high level TA. And then if you want the like everything, go over to the other Drew_Wolfer channel and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Now we do have this kind of like micro uptrending channel. This is where I'm entering right here. Actually, I might place an order right now. Pause this video and place an order right now because we're literally tagging that channel. And this is a channel that's dating back to, right before we hit the new all-time high and then the new all-time high again, new all-time high again, and then new all-time high today. So I mean, this is probably a channel that's dated about 10 days. And it's respected it for the most part, used it as support here, used it as support here, came back down, used it as resistance, came back above it, used it as resistance, support, resistance, support, resistance, support, resistance, support, like this is a pretty good channel, man. So that's all I'm saying. Here's the reason why I'm okay DCAing about down to about 94.4, right? And it's because that long-term channel that was established since like 2017. And if you don't believe me, I'm going to go ahead and just zoom out really quick and go to the daily so that you can see exactly what I'm talking about. All right, so look at this channel. This is the channel that is dating back to literally the 2021 bull run. And if you go all the way over here, you'll see this bad boy dates all the way back to like 2017. All right, and it's respected the hell out of it. So this is a pretty good channel, and that's a pretty good support. If we can backtest that support and we bounce off of it, dude, we're talking 130 Bitcoin, baby. And I'll show you why it's going to be 130 Bitcoin a little bit in this video, but namely, I'm going to show it to you in the other video as to why I think it's going to be, 130, 120 Bitcoin pretty quickly. So if we hold this level, that's good. We're back testing it. We broke out of it. That's great. We're back testing it right now. If we hold this level, it's even better because if we bounce off of this level, rocket ship, baby, rocket ship. And that's when alt season's probably going to start. Once Bitcoin crosses that 100K level, altcoin season is going to start. We got big institutional buying. Nvidia did report earnings yesterday. As you can see right here, they did beat. And historically when Nvidia beats, because they're so massively tied to the mining sector, usually Bitcoin will pump. And then you've also got MicroStrategy that announced $2.6 billion worth of convertible senior notes. Man, I mean, this could be MicroStrategy buying. I'm not 100% sure, but there is a pretty decent amount of volume whenever you're seeing these bigger moves going up, like these candles, right? And so the volume is supporting it to a certain extent. But I want to show you why I think 130K Bitcoin is the one. And I'll also show you in the other video, like how we got here and why I think, we could still be continuing to go up so long as we back test and retest this and then bounce. Okay, so look at this Fibonacci, okay? This Fibonacci, and I'm just going to do it on the daily chart because it's just the easiest way for people to see it though. If you scroll back to where this Fibonacci starts, this is what's called a Fibonacci retracement, right? And essentially, what it does is it measured from that 2017 bull run, like where did we sell off to, right? So here's our high. We sold all the way off to where here is the bottom. So you measure from the bottom of that previous bull run to the top of the next bull run, and then down to the bottom after that bull run. And it gives you kind of where you can go from there. And guess where we went? Literally. We went right to the one right here, which was $80,654. And then boom, skyrocket, baby. So this is why I'm thinking like 120, 121 Bitcoin is probably where we're going next after we get through this psychological 100K level. Now, there's a couple of levels that we have to hit through before we get there. One of them is going to be where this bullish flag is, okay? Now, we just breached over this bullish flag. Like, if you see this bull flag and you measure from the staff, it takes us right to where we were yesterday, and then we blasted through it. We are now above it, okay? And we are now above this trend line. So that's a really good sign. We also got above both of these little micro channels right here that you see from this uptrend. We also got above these. So long as we close above this and a close above that green line that I was showing you right here, So long as we hold above this, we're still in pretty good shape, and I would like to see us, kind of go to 100K after that and then potentially retest it. But that's why I'm saying, like, this is a pretty good it's a pretty freaking good place that we're in right now. So this is pretty awesome. So here's my point. We have the cup and handle, okay? And you can see the cup and handle on the daily chart, like, we broke out of it, okay, very clearly. And now that we're above this thing, guess where we're targeting? Obviously, we're targeting the 120 range for that fib extension, but also we're targeting the 130 range after that. And then once we get past this 130 range, this is the thing. We might get to 100K and then come back and back test this channel, maybe 98K or even, come back into this channel and back test, that 85K range, which is kind of where we were bing bonging right here. So like 85K, it's like the range low right here, right? And we might even come back and retest that. Okay, we could, come down and retest $81,000. I don't really see us going much lower than 77K after we hit 100K. But here's my point. We could go up to 100K, see kind of like a psychological take profit sell off to come back down here and bounce. And then boom, hit that 120, which is that 1.618 on the fib. Come back down, retest the 110, 100K range, boom, bust up to 130, or we could just smash through the 120 level and come up to 130 right here, which is the measurement of the cup and handle. And then bam, come back down, retest that 120 level, which is the 1.618 on that fib extension from literally like 2017, 2018. And then boom, blast through, and I'll show you where we could be going if we blast through that level. It's 180, baby. It's like 185. All right, so then what happens? We probably come back down here somewhere in the middle of this channel, or, we come all the way back down here to the 120, 130 level, back test that as support, blast through, and we're talking 250 after that. That's where the 3.618 is. And then obviously the full kind of extension on this is like 290, which is where the 4.236 is. All right. Okay, so this is by design, like a very high level analysis, just showing you exactly where I think we could be going now that we've busted through this kind of like proverbial line in the sand that I was talking about yesterday. And the way that I think that we could go about doing that, right? Like legging up, legging down, back testing previous resistances as supports or new levels since we're in price discovery as supports and kind of legging up. So this is going to be great, not only for just Bitcoin cryptocurrency markets as a whole, because we see a more like institutional friendly Bitcoin being in the news right now. But also, I think it's gonna be great for altcoins and for the retail participants that are in altcoins. And Wolfer Finance is gonna love that because we have validator nodes for ETH, Avalanche, FTM. We have master nodes for Flux. So when altcoin season happens, we're gonna go, blast off. So I'm super excited that this is happening, and it's gonna be a fun ride. We'll just see where it goes. But I'm seeing these upside targets of like, I mean, this thing could 4x from here. Just Bitcoin in and of itself. Imagine what altcoins do whenever it does that. Now, does it 3 to 4x from here? We don't know, right? We have to assess that at the time. How long does it take it to get to 130? How long does it take it to get to 180? Does that top it out? Is it going to be a super cycle, right? Is it going to be a bull run that we've never seen before? Because most bull runs last like 6 months to a year. But if you know anything about super cycles, and spoiler alert, gold is in a super cycle right now, right? I'm doing analysis on that inside of the verified investing group literally every day. I'm killing it on a gold trade right now that's up like, I think like 3x or something like that on gold. Okay. So if we hit a super cycle on Bitcoin, imagine what the X's are going to be. So with that being said, if you like content like this and you want to see the full analysis, go over to that Drew_Wolfer YouTube channel. Thanks for taking a talk and a walk with me today. We'll see where we go from here. If you like content like this, smash the like button on this channel. Make sure you subscribe. Boom! Bang on the notification bell on the other channel. I'll see you there. Comment anything that you want in the relevant sections, and let's get it. Peace.